Welcome back. So, a second here. I've had a lot of interactions with people over the weekend and stuff. From the last week, the last video we dropped, 2 days ago, 3 days ago? Yeah. So, there are going to be people that are going to be hurting and stuff, and they're not going to know how to reach out, and probably because they think that you're going to judge them and stuff. And what people don't understand is, once you elevate and you get to a certain point, you don't possess that trait to judge people unfairly anymore, because you have clarity. I don't possess that trait to judge people unfairly anymore. I just don't. It's just not, I'm not built like that anymore, and that comes with time, but what I mean by that is, like, who the hell are any of us to hold judgment? We ain't nobody. Like, you can have your feelings of how you feel about things, but we ain't nobody. You're entitled to have your opinions about people. Like, that's completely fine, but nobody's here to be casting judgment on people and shit. Like, let's just get that out the way. I've got so many messages about, you're so hard on people and stuff like that. Like, look, these are comments, these are messages from people I don't know. Like, you don't know me, you only know what you see on this video. This video is just a, your first time tuning in. This video is just a daily vlog, chain of events, things that happen in my life, just ways for me to leave these jewels behind for my kids. And this information will reach the people it's supposed to reach. It's organic. It's not a, like, I don't have any grand master plan behind what I do when I pick this camera up and stuff. The things that I say aren't scripted. I don't sit up for days and hours trying to figure out what I'm gonna talk about either. I don't. I turn this camera on, I'm in my vibe, I say what I need to say, I get all of this stuff off my chest, free therapy, it's done, it's over with, and I keep it moving. I just hope that people gravitate towards it in light of them fixing or finding out things about themselves and putting themselves in a better position. That's it. That's why we doing this. This is gonna forever be completely different and completely separate from whatever these YouTubers are doing, because I'm different. I'm not built like that. A lot of people say, well, I'm gonna be like this, I'm gonna be like this. Well, it's hard to say what you're gonna be like when you're not where you want to be. Did you hear what I said? It's hard to say what you're gonna be like when you don't know where you want to be. If you're striving for something that you don't have, you're not to that point. You don't know what you're going to be like when you get to that point. You just don't. It's impossible. It's impossible. I'm listening to the album the other day, and it was talking about marriage and stuff like that. And it's like, how can you say that you're going to be prepared to be married and stuff when you've never been married? You're going to be a completely different person. So you don't know what you're going to be in those phases of life, because you haven't got there yet. You're trying to hope that you can, well, when I get to this point, I want to be like this. It may or may not be that way. I didn't know that I was going to be super focused at 40, 43, and just have shit in such a focus in one aspect about my goals and my visions. And then, you're trying to break off from this other cycle and this other chain that you've been accustomed to living by. That, those rules. You got to have all these rules to, you got to have a job. You gotta work for people. You got to put in your time. You got to do. That's the system. That's not how it has to be. That's what society tells you it should be. It just is. But back to it. I had to get that out. There are going to be people around you that you are going to want to see do great and do amazing. And by no fault of their own, they just can't get there. They're going to have so many things going on. They're going to want to do so many different things, because in turn what they're trying to do is they're trying to say that, hey, I'm as good as you, and they're trying to impress you. Look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. Check this out. What you think about this? They trying to impress you. You don't have to impress me like that. You don't have to impress me like that. You want to impress me? Do what you need to do. Take care of your life. Take care of your family. Mind your business. You know, how y'all say, stay out the way. I don't know what the hell that is. Stay out the way. I guess stay out the way means stay away from people that are going to bring nonsense and drama around you. Stay away from situations that could cause harm and bring unnecessary drama to your life. So yeah, stay out the way. But they're doing that stuff trying to get your attention. They want you to just tell them that they great and that's gonna work and you're doing amazing and stuff. And a lot of people do that. But I don't do that. I can't give you falsehood, you know. And me and my brother talking about this morning, like I wanna tell you, like, you know, it's great, but if it's not, it's not. I can't do that. If it's not great, I can't say it is. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. I don't want anybody giving me false hope. Like, don't tell me that I'm a good painter and then a real artist meet me and he'd be like, you got a long way to go. I don't really see what you're seeing. And I know art is interpretation, but all art, all of our crafts and our talents and things like that, it's all interpretation. It's what you interpret to be. But if everybody telling you lies, if everybody like, this shit is amazing, or what you're doing is and you know, and they hyping you up, and in the back they saying something different, they not there for your best interest. They not there. And if they telling you it is, and it is, maybe it just is to y'all, because if you're not to that next level yet, you don't have all the skills you need to get there. You just don't. You are missing some key components. If you have been doing the same thing, the same stuff for years and forever, and it has not elevated past where it is from that starting point to now, if it has not become profitable, it is a hobby. That's what it is. It is a hobby. It's like a person that, you know, that decides they wants to sell drugs or something. If you've been selling drugs for 20, 30 years and stuff, and you still got a regular job and you have nothing else to show on top of it besides having your regular job, and you still paycheck to paycheck, you are in it for the lifestyle, because it's not about the paper. You know what I'm saying? And it really ain't even for life. You just trying to say that you're a part of it. That's all. And if that's what you want to do, you know, that's fine. Don't involve other people in your bullshit, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't. Like, some people are just like, you know, some people are fine with the bullshit that they got to deal with on their own. You know, don't involve other people in your bullshit. I always want these things to be different. I do. I always want these things to be positive, but it's just so much nonsense that I can't ignore it. And I know that people are going to take this shit and they're going to feel some type of way. And I honestly don't care. I don't. Like, don't watch the video. Like, don't share the video. Like, if you feel some type of way about it, you know. And in no way, shape, or form, you know, the people I'm talking about, they don't even support me like that. They don't even watch the video. So it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I speak freely. You know, but like I said in the other video, if a person want to know who I'm talking about, they hit me up and we can have an offline conversation. But I'm a point. But you already know who you are. Y'all know who y'all are. They not gonna call me. They not gonna contact me. They know what they doing. This ain't nothing new. This new stuff for the world to hear. I've already had these conversations with people multiple times. Multiple times. So, look. It's Monday motivation. I know it's raining out here where I'm at and stuff, but like, get up and get to it. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't get up and get to it, find out why you can't get up and get to it. Because I'm telling you, all it is a block. It's just something going on up here, some things you haven't dealt with up here that aren't allowing you to move forward with your life in the way that you see fit. And it's going to affect everything. Everything. Forever. For everybody that I'm talking to and listening and watching this and family and whatever, I love y'all. I want everybody to win. I want everybody to succeed. It's inside of you. It is inside of you. I have had this feeling inside of me forever. I knew I was gonna be. I knew I was gonna be great, and I've been great, you know. But throughout that greatness, you have failure, and you gotta learn how to. You gotta learn how to process that failure. How are you gonna let that failure affect you? Are you gonna use that failure and let it destroy you and become bitter and then just quit on stuff? You know, you get on the bike and you fall off and you like, I ain't riding this bike no more. Or you go get up and start pedaling again and keep that shit going. It's just everything that you want to be, everything that you strive to be, that you know you can be, it's inside of you. You have to take that step and you have to be bigger than yourself in a moment and say to yourself, I'm not who I think I am. I'm not where I want to be. It's time to find my greatness. It is. It just is. If not yesterday, then today. But stop putting it off till tomorrow. Everybody think you just got all this time. Got all this time. I got time. You got time until you don't. And you don't know when that's going to end. You don't know. If you were to be gone today and people to say, well, what were you doing with your life? You don't want nobody to say, oh, I just, shit, you know, you had a job, you know, you just work at the meat market and you just cut the meat and you came home and you drink beer and he was happy. He wasn't happy. That don't even fucking sound happy. That ain't what nobody want to do. That ain't what nobody want to do. People look at the wrong things as signs of success. Like, just because you went out and you got a fucking Charger or a fucking Bentley or something, that's cool. You were able to accomplish that. But driving your Bentley or your expensive ass car to a job you hate every day is not fucking living. Keep that shit. Like, keep it. It just don't make no sense. Prioritize the wrong things. And what you understand is all of this shit that they putting out here is just to distract you. It's to distract you. Fucking Instagram and not so much the social media stuff, because if you're using that stuff the right way, if you're using your platform the right way, then you make it work for you. But a lot of people aren't, you know, and that's just what it is. I'm not out here telling people, hey, everybody fucking up and everybody needs to be doing shit my way. That is not what I'm saying. There are percentages in this world of people that are going to be receptive to certain amounts of information, and I'm listening to my dude Neil Devisa, and he's like, it doesn't matter what I charge for something. You know, if I got a program that's teaching people how to be better and get rich and all this other stuff. So what they call it. If I'm putting all this information out there, he said I could sell that shit to. If it's $300, and I could tell people I'm offering it for $40. Even if they buy it for $40, only 7% of the people will finish the program. So the money that he's telling people they can go get and they can make out here, they'll never ever touch it because people don't know how to complete things. They don't know how to finish things. And then in turn, he continues to sell these programs because people have a light bulb thought, like, ding, I do want to do something. But after that thought comes the processing. And people don't have the mental toughness to just get their processing power in their brain started. They just don't have it. Or they don't know how to turn it on, they don't know how to activate it, whatever the case is. But a lot of people go through their whole life, and they just never tap in. They've never tapped in, they're never dialed in to their greatness and what they can be and what they should be and who they really are. Because they're too busy being deluded and being mesmerized by the bullshit, by the songs and the dances and the shiny rims and the booties and just all of this bullshit is distracting you from what the hell you trying to do. If you really want to find out who you are and what you want to do, disconnect yourself from that shit for a week. Clear out your mind, and I guarantee you start seeing shit different. But when you running a program and stuff, and they telling you things should be a certain way, if you've been doing this same bullshit your whole life, today ain't gonna help you. Today might raise an eyebrow, but today ain't gonna help you. You're gonna have to do a lot more listening and go through a lot more shit to open up that processing power and shit. But at the end of the day, people care about you. People are reaching out. People want to help. Like, you can be amazing, but you have to take those steps to get yourself there. You have to first be able to say, hey, I can be great. I can be amazing. I am amazing. I am great. I always felt like something was different inside of me, because it is. And you're not weird for feeling that way. You weird to other people because they don't know why you feel that way. And they don't have those traits. And probably for a long time you've been around people that are unlike-minded than you. They don't have the same views and the same things and the same goals as you. You guys are forced together by circumstance. Maybe you work at the same job together, or whatever the case, or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's all circumstance. Until you come to a point where you're like, I am not like this. This is not what I want to do. I never wanted to do this. I always knew I didn't want to be this way. Well, today's the day. What are you going to do today to make stuff better for you? And if you're sitting around there hurting, hit these people back. Hit people up. Talk to people. But I've seen too many instances where people have decided they didn't want to be here. Like, they don't want to do this shit no more. Like, that shit ain't healthy. And look, we're too smart to be out here going through the motions. Everybody could be great. All built with the same, the same hardware. I wasn't the same hardware, but the same mechanics and stuff. It's just what's going up here mentally that's going to allow you to get to that next level. And at the end of the day, I just want to see everybody win. I don't want nobody to fail. I don't want to be talking shit about people. And I don't feel like I talk shit about people. I feel like I am saying the hard truths. I'm gonna say the shit that people don't want to say. And nobody's ever gonna really say anything to me because, nobody wants to hear Reese. You're always trying to be motivational and always trying to uplift people and always want people to win and shit. Yeah, I do. If you know me, you know I've been this way forever. I've been this way forever. I'm not weird for wanting more and wanting the best and changing my situation and breaking the generational curse of poverty and all of this shit. I'm not weird for making all these things happen and wanting all this shit. That shit is amazing. That shit is, anybody else that did that, fucking congratulations. That shit is amazing. That's fucking hard work too. And I wake up every day and I push through so many things. People want to know what you push through. I tell you what I push through. I can't sleep at night. I'm up at 2:33 and I'm in the bathroom for God knows how long. And then I got to deal with that. And then my back hurt. Now my stomach and my back hurt. Now I can't get back to sleep. Now I'm up for another hour. Now I'm on the internet. Not haphazardly. Now I'm on the internet. And I'm trying to make moves in the middle of the night, but I can't even focus. I can't even focus. Because you're in so much pain. Then I gotta get up. Then I gotta smoke. And I gotta get that pain to, subside a little bit and get me back into so where I can just go to sleep. To where I can just go to sleep. Because what people don't understand is, no matter how people see me in this car, I got this heated seat on 3. No matter how people see me out walking on my walks on the video on the blog, I got the knee braces on. I got the, you don't see all of this stuff. And people see you moving around and you always moving and stuff. Those are moments. That's not the entire day. Most of the time I'm just sitting down, relaxing. And I'm trying to, make things happen. I have to slow down. You have to slow down at times when you're moving too fast. Because your thoughts and things are getting in front of you and then you lose sight of what you're trying to do. Even me, I have to stop and I got to realign. This is a lifestyle. This isn't a one day thing. You do this and then it's that. No, this is an everyday thing. I will do these videos every week. A few of them a week. One every day if I can. But I would do this forever because this is a lifestyle. It's going to be different stuff going on every day. Good, bad, ugly, whatever. But it's a lifestyle. You have to commit to being better and being great and just being whole. The main thing is you being 100. You, not other people. You first. You cannot give people half of half. You can, but it leaves you with even less. But you can never keep it 100 with a person if you at 50%. You're at 70%. You're not keeping it 100. I mean, you're not 100. I mean, it's just weird what it is. How can you, want to be in a family and want to be in a relationship and want to have a job and all of this stuff when you got so many things that have you fucked up as a person inside and you only at fucking 40% of the capacity of what you can be. That's all you pumping out is 40-50%. Because the rest of that 60 is tied up in childhood shit, trauma, breakup, loss, whatever. It's all tied up in that shit. So you got to break down some of these walls, because until you have more on that other side of the scale, you always gonna be emptying yourself out, and you always gonna be scatterbrained, and you never gonna be able to get this shit dialed in the way you want. It'll just never happen, because I've done it. I've done it. And again, the only way to get there is to go through all the emotions. All the emotions. All of them. Pain, hurt, all of them. You got to go through all of those emotions. And then once you go through all those emotions, you got to look at the stuff going on around you and then ask yourself, am I happy? Am I happy with this? Because if you're not, you got to make a change. And it's better today than tomorrow. But you got to answer them hard questions for yourself. I can't answer them for you. All I can do is get you motivated to do it. That's it.